We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. That's complete. Left side's Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. In motion, Lamb. They'll look to throw. This one is complete. It's Pickens. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
He'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Hey, smash Broncos! Viking, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready,
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal.
Ready.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
Get it! Bronco, check smash, check smash. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
Third and goal.
Let's go. 3. Hawks, 70, Hawks.
Back to throw. On the run to the right. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3. And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach fourth down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Crowd gonna throw right away. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down for Houston.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. the shotgun. C.J. Stroud. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep straight touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, back. 68.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The 35-yard line.
19, stop. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Out of the gun, he'll throw to the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10.
Go! Bronco 80. 60 Maverick, 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's weekend. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check smash. Check smash. Ready up.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a third and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. 14, Lions. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Auburn good with the extra point. Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. I'll give him 6 on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A gain of 4 as he's taken back.
He was brought down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact, balance, and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Makes the score Texans 14. Cowboys 7. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
to the air now on 1st and 10.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They put Pickens in motion. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 17
Come on.
yards.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's a run going left. And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Over. 18. What's that?
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Into space. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up. Stop rolling. Here we go. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different...
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
It is 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. To return is Williams. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. A throw behind his neck, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. First and 10.
Here we go.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
On the quick, right? Too good. Make him tackle. Let the hot. Hey, uno. Good.
To throw is Stroud. Moving out. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. They'll run with Mixon. He's taken down but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On play action. Stroud. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
South. Oh, hey. 11.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Third and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Tony. 19 Texans. Look the hot. Robin. Good.
Here's Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, White, Tony. 19 Texans. 19 Texans.
Throwing is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Whoa.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready! Ready! 70, 18, Pioneer! 19, Lions!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Ready, break! Buffalo 18, get it! Back to 50, Panther 60. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Ready. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. That is Josh Hines Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Cowboys 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, quick.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready, go.
Throwing now from the gun. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They'll throw here on third and short. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. He'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On the set.
This is 3rd and 6.
Hurt, ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
60 vices, 60 vices. Ready.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's incomplete. Daring call of 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready, set.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
70, Cougar 19.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Will Anderson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
3rd and 14.
Ready, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Work the hot. Here we go. 2J.
A run here with Mixon. He's got to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 34-yard line. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Oh, ready? 18. That's it. Level. Hey.
The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. kick is good. And the Texans stretch things out even further.
Cowboys 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On 4th down, out comes the punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a waste of gas.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
18, 11. Robin.
Here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's goal. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for Houston. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
19 Texans.
Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Tony. Hey, Uno. Hey, South. Hey, Uno Mars. Buggy.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Out to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. So D'Amico Ryans will bring on the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the Texans will extend their lead. So it's a win here for the Texans. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.